So night number 4 is underway at the Rangeland Derby, and we'll continue on with heat number 2, guys.
Heat number 2 brought to you by IHOP. Let's put a smile on your face, and we've seen Cody Ridsdale with a smile on his face after a great start in heat number 1. And we're going to take a look at the drivers for heat number 2 tonight. We've got off the 3-barrel, it'll be Chance Thompson. Off the 2-barrel, Todd Baptiste, who moves up from heat number 1. And joining him from heat number 1 is Danny Ringette, who will be off the number 1 barrel. He won heat 1 2 of the first 3 nights, and that moved him into heat number 2. So after the redraw, Tom, we saw these guys have pretty good running times from the first 3 nights, and here they are moving into heat number 2.
Yeah, they're moving down, and down is good in the wagon racing. You go from 1 down to 9, you're a happy camper. And, it's a long route to get down there, but you just got to keep eating away at it. And a lot of people don't know, or you forget about it, but there's like $6,000–7,000 a night to win this day money here, so it pays pretty good. Times that by 10. Nice
it all adds
paycheck.
up, exactly. Chance Thompson, the only one of the drivers in this heat who remains in heat number 2, despite winning heat number 2 on the opening night of the Rangeland Derby. So these 3 drivers are in good shape right now. You've got Danny Ringette 18th in the aggregate. Todd Baptiste is sitting 17th, and Chance Thompson sitting 20th. So not a lot of penalties in this group, but they need to pick up the pace if they want to move down into those later heats, as you mentioned, Tom.
Yep.
So Todd, yeah.
You'll see just by not counting them penalties, it keeps these wagon races good, because these guys are running at the same speed. The odd one hit a barrel, or an outrider hit a barrel or something, but they're hooked together for a reason.
So Cody Ridsdale setting the pace 1:12.09 at heat number 1, and we're set for heat number 2, and here's Les.
There's a horn in there off. A quick start for Todd Baptiste, coating for veterans, and there goes Chance Thompson. Ranger inspection from the outside. Danny Ringette rings a barrel, rings him 2, and he crashes 2 cans, and he is in trouble as he goes into that first turn. Danny Ringette and Canteen Canada have that rail. But they've got Todd Baptiste in coating for veterans up the middle of the track, about a horse length ahead of either of his competitors. Danny Ringette on the inside and Chance Thompson, Ranger inspection on the outside. And it is wide open range, as you see on the Ovinta big screen. And they're about to even things up with Danny Ringette, Canteen Canada, using that rail, inside rail, to his advantage on the turns as he gains a little more ground on Todd Baptiste as coating for veterans. 3 wide to the outside, it's Chance Thompson. Ranger inspection, they're rounding the turn on a bird, and they are southbound to the wire. And the louder you cheer, the quicker they'll get here. Here he comes, Danny Ringette, Canteen Canada. Watch Todd Baptiste. He's going to open them up. Coating for veterans. Todd Baptiste is going to get this one a half a length ahead of Mr. Thompson. Chance Thompson.
So unofficially, heat number 2 won by Todd Baptiste in a time of 1:14.37. That's 2 seconds slower than Cody Ridsdale in the opening heat of the night. And as we take a look at the Brant Ag replay, all kinds of problems for Danny Ringette coming out of the infield.
Yeah, he was in a storm from the time the gun went. They're just trotting up here. The black horse, he says, I'm going now. Ducks over there and runs over the barrel, come back and gets the next one. And might as well do it all at once, get it over with.
That's 10 seconds right there.
Here's Todd makes a good turn on the top barrel. Just kind of skims her, and away he goes.
So you have to wonder about Danny Ringette. I mean, here it is night 4, but he's out of the CPCA, and they've had weather-plagued season. Only 6 runs, really. I mean, he won the aggregate at Onion Lake. That was 4 nights of racing. But, you know, all the guys on the WPCA, they've been going all season long. Yeah.
There's a lot of the CPA are coming over to the WPCA because there's more shows, more races.
So Todd Baptiste coming off and winning that heat number 2 unofficially in a time of 1:13.37. And of course, Todd came out of the Canadian Professional Chuck Wagon Association as well. He was the champion driver on that circuit in 2022 and 2019. and was also the high point driver in that circuit in 2019 and again in 2021. And he's out of the Red Pheasant Cree Nation in Saskatchewan. So a good performance for Todd Baptiste, who we saw off the top of the show was an outrider for Edgar Baptiste back in the day. So he's had a Stampede championship as an outrider. And Billy's standing by now with our winner.
It's time to talk to Todd Baptiste. Todd, I thought you were snubbing me here. We usually don't have to wait for it.
6 years ago when he won the Oval Strength Cup as the top new driver here.
I appreciate
And like I said in his intro,
the horse. Couldn't be any happier. I think it looked clean for us tonight.
Well, you were coming on the outside there. You and Danny was running away with it, but then you guys managed to run him down and catch him at the finish line. Did you think that was going to happen tonight on this redraw?
No, everybody here is pretty competitive. You know, Billy, you know, it seems to be a little bit harder track on the outside, so, you know, I wanted to stay out a little bit more wider around the track, and I think I knew I had a little bit coming home, so that was my gamble for today.
Well, it paid off, and you got something to look forward to the rest of the week.
Thanks, Billy.
All right, Todd Baptiste.
Thanks, Billy. And yes, Todd Baptiste, the winner of heat number 2, unofficially in a time of 1:14:37. And we'll be back with heat number 3 in just a moment.